Hi there, TikTakers! Do you remember Zalgo's creepypasta? If you haven't seen it yet, we recommend that you run and do it, because today we present you its HAPPYPASTA. Splendor Man had always been very afraid of Zalgo and tried to avoid him. Unlike a creature like him didn't want to feel that way, he decided to put an end to that fear. Recently, the demon had been prowling the happy forest, and it was the perfect opportunity to carry out his plan. Splendor Man crouched in the trees waiting for Zalgo to appear looking for a new victim. As soon as he saw him, he followed him carefully so as not to be discovered. He had to get a blood sample, but it was clear the demon wasn't going to make it easy for him. So, taking advantage of the darkness, he carefully extended one of his tentacles and placed it right in front of his feet, causing him to fall right next to a stone. Zalgo scratched his leg and left a few drops of blood on the rock. Seeing nothing because the Splendor Man had quickly withdrawn his tentacles, the demon continued his search without noticing anything. Splendor Man had his chance. He grabbed the drops of blood that had been scattered to take back to his laboratory. He wanted to find some clues as to why the demon was so powerful and evil. So he did several experiments with the sample. He carried several tests but didn't find anything strange in his DNA. Until, in an oversight, he mixed some substances that shouldn't be combined, causing a huge and terrible explosion in his lab. Splendor Man, coughing exaggerately from inhaled smoke, managed to escape the building. But suddenly, he heard something that made his heart stop. It was the cry of a baby. He didn't understand anything. What had he created with that chemical reaction? He quickly removed some rubble from the collapsed laboratory and approached the place where those cries were coming from. His eyes widened. In front of him was a baby that looked like the fearsome demon. It was baby Zalgo. That tender creature was not scary. It was adorable and fragile, so Splendor Man snuggled him up in his arms and hugged him. The baby was still crying, and Splendor Man was gently asking him not to cry. He was there to take care of him. As the creature was still sobbing, he took a pacifier out of his magic hat and placed it in his mouth. Then, baby Zalgo calmed down and looked at him tenderly with his big eyes. Splendor Man smiled at him and sung to him as the little boy slowly closed his eyes until he fell asleep. He made him a promise to take care of him and teach him the way of good and keep him away from evil. Zalgo continued to frighten him a lot, but baby Zalgo did not. He produced a completely opposite feeling of love, so his dread was more or less compensated. A new member of his Splendor Man's group of friends had arrived to seek happiness. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!